Hi everyone, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a project share for hashtag Saturday Morning Makes, hashtag For the Love of Snowmen by Nancy May, hashtag Christmas in July, and hashtag Let's Make Together with Carol and Tammy. And today's the last day for their hashtag, and they are going to do a different hashtag for August, and it's going to be called hashtag Summerween, which will be like Halloween and summer, or fall and summer. You can mix it up. It doesn't really matter, but they're calling it hashtag Summerween. And that's going to start on August 1st, which I believe is tomorrow. I'm not real sure. I'm filming this on Friday night. So I did have time to create some cards for all of those hashtags, and I want to share them with you for today, okay? And I'm going to upload this Friday because I'm going to be busy Saturday. I won't have time. So for papers, I used papers out of, I don't know about you guys, but like sometimes the paper pads only have a certain amount of paper in them that I like, and I like to pull those out sometimes and then get rid of the rest of it. I either destash it or sell it, or I donate it up the street to the Amish. They love when I donate paper to them, so I do that as well. But I have Christmas paper, and I took out the pad out of all the pads I had that I liked, and I put them in this. So I've been working out of this creating my cards because, before I break into a new paper pad or a collection, I really like to use some of this up. So I have this, and I just pulled some papers out that kind of matched. I used up the other papers, but this was from one of the cards that I made, and I kind of just matched them up. This is a Simple Stories paper, double-sided, but I used this green. It's got holly in it. This one, I think this is a KS Craft paper. I love that because it looks like it's already distressed. And then I use some of this paper, which is it's from a scrapbook collection. It's called Flip It with Flair. This is an oldie. Jingle Bell Music, it's called. 2004. Flair Design Inc. Little Rock, Arizona. Or Arkansas, not Arizona. Anyway, it was a distress. It's the words Jingle Bell, and it's the music for Jingle Bell, and it has that vintage look to it. So I used some of this. These were 12 by 12 pieces of paper, and this is what I have left. Okay, so that's that. I use these. I love getting these on in the holiday when they come out over there at a Hobby Lobby. It says Merry Christmas, and it's on a clear background. So you could put this on your card and you can't see the background. I love these, and I always buy them when they come out every year for the season. So I have quite a few of those. I use some of those gold snowflakes. I got this in one of the lots, and this is already adhesive, and it's really nice. It's like a woven type twine, but it's already sticky on the other side. So I grabbed this, and I used this color here on 2 of my cards, I think. I used one of the stickers out of this. This was one of the clearance deal back when Hobby Lobby had this on clearance. And this was only $1.49, and I paid for it. But it's filled with like different Christmas words and stickers and stuff. And I think the only thing I used out of this was some little tiny snowflakes. I think there were a few left here. See this little gold snowflake? That's what I used out of this. But this is an awesome book. If you guys had a chance to pick that up, this is good because it has a lot of titles and a lot of stuff you could stick on your cards. So I use that. I use this paper here. This is DCWV paper, and it's Crafting Gold. And I love this paper, and I use this one here with the little tiny dots. It has like hearts and bigger dots, but I use the one in the front that has the real tiny dots. So I use some of that. These were the stamps I used. These are Lily of the Valley. These I got in a big lot at one point, and I kept all of them because I just absolutely love Lily of the Valley. So this little girl here, super cute. And then I use this snowman, which is also Lily of the Valley. Okay. He's so cute as well. I love him. These are, this is an unmounted stamp, but he has, like, I have tack it on it, so it sticks just fine. This one is mounted, but I absolutely love these stamps. Okay, and then I did use Sweet Miss Daisy, Anna. I used her snowman for the love of snowmen. You know, I had to bring out those snowmen, so use those. For Penny Black, I use this zigzag frame, which looks like stitching, and I just recently picked this up. That's why it's not on a magnet yet. I've been using it like crazy because I think this is going to be my new favorite. Awesome. And then I use this from Alina's Crafts. I use this tag set that I got years ago. When she had when she used to do this with her cardboards. She don't do that no more. But this is a really nice tag, and it's curved at the bottom. I liked it, so I used that. And this was one of the things I kept out of the Big Lot. You know, my D-stashes are from the Big Lot. The Big Lot, I used this. I mean, I kept this, and I used it. It's the Carnation Crafts from the UK. And look how many you get. So I only used a few of the smaller ones from my card. But this is Shabby Squares. And I kept all of the ones that were like this. I kept the square, the oval, the circle, and the rectangle, I think. And they all are the shabbiness. They all have that same cut on the edge. So that was one thing I did keep from the Big Lot. And then I used, of course, my Distressed Ink, Gathered Twigs, and then I used this. And now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. I've showed this before. You can buy these things at Michael's. It's the case, and then it comes with these in it, right? It comes with this, and it comes all the way across. So I took one row out over here, and I put my dauber things opposite of each other. They fit perfect in there. And then what I did was I labeled these of all the oxide colors I have, and the little sponges, they stay inside. And then when you want to just you just twist the top off, grab that one and then pull it out and use it. So these are supposed to be for jewelry, but when I saw these, this idea popped in my head, and I absolutely love the way I keep all of my sponges, for my little round sponges for distressing. So like I said, this comes as one piece at Michael's. You can buy the case, and then it comes with the little ones in it. And you just have to remove the last one so you can fit your two little brushes in there. I love this. I have 3 of them, and I have all the colors, the oxides and stuff. So anyway, I use that. And that's it. That's all I used. That's a lot. Let me move this stuff out of the way so I can share with you. Okay, let's go with the first card I made. So this is this one here. And I used that Lily of the Valley. And now this also could be hashtag Beige Christmas. Now, I started this Beige Christmas a couple years ago. I didn't do it last year, but I called it like my Beige Christmas. So all of these cards are kind of like that. They're in the beige theme, you know, color family. So I used this tag. This is that Alina Crafts tag. I stamped her out, colored with Copics, and I colored her to match the papers. I grabbed my papers and matched them up, and then I colored her to match the papers. So there she is, putting the star on top of the tree. And then I used another tag to layer here, and then another tag that's set off like diagonal here. And then here's where I use one of those shabby dies, the squares, and then just the Christmas paper in the back. I added this cute little bow, and you can get these, they're Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, and they come in many colors, so I love that. And I'm almost out of the craft ones. I gotta buy another pack. And then here's that, no, this is the twine. This, I used a different twine for this one, but I'll show you where I used that adhesive stuff on my other card. So I think it came out really cute. I then sprayed the whole entire thing with the glitter dust. You can get this on Amazon. I think it was Anna White had showed us this a couple of years ago. And I only buy the silver because if you buy the gold, it gets clogged. I bought it 2 different times, and a lot of other people did too. And it clogs, and you can't get it unclogged. You waste all your money. So silver is the only one that I have used that works all the way to the can's empty. And I just gently, you just spray it. I put it over a trash can and then I just spray it. And it gives your whole entire card glisten, like little sparkles all the way. Now, I don't know if that camera's picking it up or not, but like, look right there. See all those glitter? Oh my God, so pretty. It makes all your Christmas cards beautiful. So, and then here's the inside. I always do the inside of my cards, and what I do is I bring the papers from the front to the inside, layer them up, and then there's that little sticker that said Merry Christmas, with the background's clear so you can't see it, so it kind of looks like you just stamped it there, but that's the sticker. And then I just put my stamp on the back. So that's the first card that I made. And then this one here, and this is using the snowman. Super cute. Here's the papers again from my stash of mix match papers. Here's that twine. And I didn't have to add no glue to it at all. It really stuck. It had really nice sticky stuff on the back of it. And that came in one of my lots. I don't know where it's from. There was no tag on it or anything. I saw it and I kept it. A lot of times if I find packages of stuff that's open in lots, a lot of times if I like it, I'll just keep it myself instead of try to destash it, because I like to destash stuff that's either gently used or new. But I do get a lot of use out of the open stuff. So, there's that. But here's another one of those bows. These are the zigzag frames from Penny Black. And I color with the Copics. And then here's the Merry Christmas thing again, that little sticker. And there's this gold piece in the back. This is the one with the little tiny gold foiling in it, the gold dots. So, and I thought that was really pretty because it really shines too. And then there's those gold snowflakes that I showed you. Now, hopefully you guys are seeing that glitter, because I can see it and it looks so pretty. So there's that one. Of course, I did the inside. I always do the inside. And then I'm going to stamp on the back. So there's that. And I decided to do these 6x6 cards this time around. I usually do the A2 size, but I wanted to just really have fun and play with my stuff and, get this stuff out. Like, I've never stamped this stamp before. I never stamped her before either. And these are papers that were in, pulled out of paper pads. So I'm using my stuff, you guys. All right. And this is the third and last card. And this one's using Anna's snowman. So cute. And I picked my papers first, and then I colored the image. And in Anna's stamp, there is a little, here it is. This little piece here has snowflakes. That's what I used for the background of this one here. I stamped in the brown Memento ink. I stamped my image and the snowflakes. And then what I did was, when I was done coloring with the Copics, I decided I wanted it to look like snow. So I dotted it with my Jelly Roll pen. I have this pen here. It's a little Jelly Roll and it's white. So I used that and I dotted throughout the snowflakes to look like, so made it look like there was snow coming down. And then I even put the dots over his scarf and his hat and his buttons, because he's standing obviously in the snow. But I love the papers. I used that green snowflake one back here. This solid green that had the holly leaves on it. And then there's that music note paper. And I made sure that the Jingle Bells was on the top of the paper on that layer. And these are the dies with the shabby edges. And then this one is the zigzag shape here. So really, really nice. Here's that rope again with the sticky rope. And they're the gold snowflakes. And this one I put a couple little gems. Now I buy those little packs of gems from that you put on your nails, and they're so tiny, they're perfect for cards, and they're not too bulky. Like, if you're gonna mail it in the mail to someone, you don't want to put too much bulk on your card because it would cost you a lot. And plus, this stuff, it comes through the envelope. Sometimes it makes the envelope tear. So a lot of times when you send something that has bulk on it, if you put another piece of paper over the top of it, to keep it safe while it's, and then put it in your envelope and then mail it like that. But just be aware that it is going to cost you a little bit more because it's of the weight. So depending on how many big cards you're sending out, I mean, it could be pricey sometimes. But yeah, I absolutely love this card. I love the way it came out. I did spray it with the glitter. And then here's the inside. And there's one of those stickers again, Merry Christmas. I used the Distressed Oxide around the edges of every single piece of paper and then layered it. Same thing with the front. Oh, actually, I missed the Jingle Bell one, but that's okay. It's fine. And then here's the signature thing in the back. So those are my cards for Let's Make Together, for the Love of Snowmen, Christmas in July, Saturday Morning Makes, and also Sybil. Sybil had a also Christmas in July, or make in July. I can't remember what her hashtag was, but I am entering her hashtag in this as well. And I will put all the hashtags in the description box down below. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming over and watching. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Hello to my new subscribers. I hope you like what I have on my channel and you stay. And enjoy your weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend. Just a really short little thing. D-stashes this week will be Anna Griffin stuff, okay? Please don't email me. I'm not picking out things for certain people or whatever. I'm just doing Anna Griffin D-stashes. I'll be on Tuesday around 5 or 6 o'clock with the D-stashes. Be ready. Be there, and that's how you're going to buy them from me, because I'm not going to take special orders or anything like that, okay? So, but I do have Anna Griffin this week, and it will be Tuesday and Wednesday, and then ship on Thursday. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and we will see you again in the next video. Bye.